All right, the courtesy flag's up, the quarantine flag's up. Now we've got to head in and meet our agent to get officially checked into the country. I reckon it's going to be one of those summers where we're in the water probably 4 to 5 times every day. It's beautiful here.
It is time for Cal and I to return to Turkey, a country we love. This time we enter in Bozburun, but quickly find ourselves in some gorgeous remote Turkish anchorages. It's time for water sports once again. Unfortunately, our anchor winch plays up, so we don't muck around and have a fun downwind sail to the big smoke of Marmaris to effect repairs.
Here we go, ready for Turkey. We've got the Turkish flag, a nice lovely one, and we have the quarantine flag here. So they'll both go up the mast. The quarantine flag has to fly until ourselves and the boat is checked in. Then this flag can come down and we just fly the beautiful Turkish flag and we are free to roam Turkey for the next 90 days. Can't wait. We've got about 15 miles to go. Just gotta get around that corner up into Bozburun. That's Greece, Simi, where we've come from, and that's where we're heading, Turkey. There's Simi and there is Turkey, and here's the line. This red line is the border between the two countries. How's it going down there?
Yeah, it's going okay. I'm pretty useless at cleaning these fish, but I'm getting better. You just get so nervous because of the venomous spines, but it's alright.
That's it, we're in Turkish waters. Flag time, Al.
Flag time! I am the professional naval communicator, so I should get up there and strut my stuff. One goes up one side, one goes up the other, right?
Neither is very good at knots, so...
Hey!
We're really not. We're really, really not.
Yep, pretty good. Wayne Dyke taught me everything he knows. This one. Oh.
Our Greek courtesy flag got a bit torn apart by the wind, so we're getting a new one before we go back into Greece. And the beauty of the Turkish flag is you cannot put it upside down.
Yeah. You can mistake it for a completely other flag, though. Turkey, that's their new national anthem.
All right, the courtesy flag's up, the quarantine flag's up. Now we've got to head in and meet our agent to get officially checked into the country. Do you want to check it?
No, we've got those 3. There we go. Yeah.
Al's made us a lunch. We're having scrambled egg with some tomato and some potato wraps. They look delicious.
Yeah, like Cal said, you can tell we're back in Turkey. How close is this guy planning to get? Not actually Turkish though. What is that? Oh, first impressions of Bozburun, lot busier than last year at the time we were here, which would have been I think late July. Yeah, so many more cruisers, all anchor over here. A few more gulls, but the entrances just everywhere possible has a really flash Turkish cruise ship in there. Yeah, very nice. First call to prayer since we entered Turkey. We'll be hearing a lot of those over the next couple of months. How you doing, sweetie?
Good. Nice to be back. Lovely to be back. All these Turkish gullets that I've missed.
Check out the battle ensign on this guy.
Pretty sweet.
He was clearly successful in whatever major nautical conflict he's been to.
Time to do the fun stuff. We're going to check in. We're going to check the boat in. We're going to check ourselves in. Basically immigration and customs for the sea. I know you have to pay for it. I know it's a lot of money. It's 250 euros to check the boat in. Having said that, that was the most painless, as we get run over, that was the most painless check-in ever. Our agent had it all pre-prepared. It took what, 4 minutes?
Oh yeah, he was super pro.
We had to go to immigration. He did everything else for us, and he brought us the parcel that we had sent to his house.
250 euros to get to our twisters, but totally worth it.
These are 15 Turkish lira, which is 80 cents. It sort of makes up for the 250 euro check-in.
Ouch.
I'm just watching that end boat and where it's lined up with that red house.
We are taking our quarantine flag down. There she is. We got the pass and we are good to go.
So Al and I are checked in to the country. We've got stamps on our passports, and Dakini is checked into the country as well, and we are good to cruise for the next 3 months. Our first morning in Turkey, and this is what we've woken up to. It is such a nice spot that we're going to stay a second night. The water's pretty clear. It's so hot now that you have about 20 seconds between sitting on the step getting ready to get in the water, or you start to burn your bum. The fake tick is really hot on your feet. It doesn't look super clear, but I'm sure we'll still find some things. First snorkel in Turkey complete, and it was a good one. Plenty of fish life. It's obviously a good spot. There's a couple of sort of day tourist boats that have come for the day out of Marmaris, I think. I reckon it's going to be one of those summers where we're in the water probably 4 to 5 times every day. It's beautiful here.
No. It's our first ice cream boat of the season. Don't want to show too much interest.
It's a lovely evening here in Turkey. The end of our first full day. But a great day. There's been some paddleboarding, some snorkeling. Al's out there somewhere spearfishing at the moment. A couple other boats have come to join us. It's a great spot. Nice. You are.
It's a lot easier with a fin.
We're off. Elza is in his bathers, so he is going to do the swimming.
Be back soon.
See ya. Ha! One done. Now Al has to go across and get the other one. We only ended up going about 7 miles because this little anchorage that we passed is one we have been to before and we love. It's always full with lots of boats. Everyone's out enjoying themselves. Some of these will be day boats and some will be staying overnight. The only problem we have is our windlass is playing up, so it keeps going to this weird go slow mode, and then it's been tripping out a lot, so we need to investigate that because that caused us some challenges during that anchoring. I've just been out for a lovely snorkel for a couple of hours, and I got back and every other boat around us had gone. I said, Del, did we misread the weather forecast? Like, is there something we've missed? So we double checked the weather forecast. No, still good. We're holding really well. I've swum on the anchor. And so we just thought we were alone tonight. And now a gullet has come in to join us while we're sad. Our beautiful anchorage to ourselves is gone. We're happy someone else is here because it means we're not crazy or there's not something we're missing. What are you doing, Al?
I'm going to go for another spearfish. It's a bit addictive. I need a break probably, but this place is fun. I've seen sunken M4 and big groper here, so I'm going to give it another go.
They do it a bit differently. We swim the lines ashore. They send out their dinghy with some of their crew members. I wish we had a crew back. Have fun out there.
I will do.
This bit takes a while. I don't know how hard it is to put on a wetsuit, but apparently it's very hard. I don't know where that came from.
So? Hello!
I can see Al coming slowly home. His drop dead time is 8, and if I can't see him by then I have to launch digging to get him. That's sort of the rules we have to make sure he stays safe. But there he is, that's a good sign. I see lionfish.
Oh yeah, a couple of little ones.
Check out the evening.
Getting my cook on. I've got to change how I cook some of these fish that I'm shooting, otherwise it's going to get really boring. So I've cranked the inverter microwave oven thingy into oven mode, and I'm 160 degree baking lionfish and grouper with tomato, potatoes and onion, olive oil, lemon, stuff like that. See how it goes. I've also made a little salad. It's missing the feta. I've added some pulver to give it some punch. Hopefully that's tasty too. Certainly going to be a change. Hopefully it's nice too. That was delicious. Fish cooked perfectly. Potatoes a little bit under maybe, but just crunchy and steamed in the olive oil and water and things. Fish juice. Yum. It's sad to leave Oglan Boguldu, one of our favourite anchorages. There have been as many as 9 gullets here this morning, but already one's left. What they do is they turn up at about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning here, and then they leave at about 2 in the afternoon. So potentially with this many gullets and no other cruisers, we'd probably be here by ourselves if we stayed another night. But we've got places to go, people to see. Cal's going for a swim. Whoosh.
That is such a cool anchorage, and it's lots of fun in the morning watching all the gullets come in bright and early. Look at our view. And I got the early morning swim, courtesy of having to bring the lines on. In cold weather, we hate that job. In hot weather, we love that job. So we're heading from our anchorage here, and we are going around the corner and up into a little place called SUPing, or maybe even into Marmaris if we are even more worried about the anchor. Marmaris has all the store shops and marinas and chandleries and things, so plenty of parts there. We'll see how we go. Hopefully once we get round this corner up here, that we can sail. Looks like the wind's a bit stronger down there.
Kind of fun revisiting old haunts. One of the first places we went snorkeling was in this little gap between that island and the mainland. We're now sailing through the channel between this island and that island and the mainland.
The wind's come up in speed a bit, so we have put the Genoa out. It's not quite the angle that we need for the main, so I've got the Genoa out. We're making good about 4 to 5 knots, so just seeing how tight we can get it.
There we go, it's pretty tight, mate.
Bit of a change of plan. We were going to SUPing, but there is an unexpected southerly swell that is coming through, and that swell will go straight into that anchorage, so it's going to be really uncomfortable. So we're going to go round the corner and check out an anchorage just around there, and if that doesn't work, we'll go all the way into Marmaris. So we were going in here, but the wind and the swell is coming up this way, which it was not forecast to do. So we're going to go around the corner here. We'll check out this little anchorage, might give that a try, and if not, we'll continue all the way into Marmaris. Sailing, you got to stay flexible, but it's nice to be under sail. We're doing about 5 knots with just the Genoa, and we're going down sea now, so it's quite pleasant.
Just putting the mid-mooring lines away. I hear we're off to Marmaris. We like Marmaris. We're heading into Marmaris, the biggest city in Turkey we're going to visit on this trip. I think we've been to bigger. I think Kuşadası is probably bigger than Marmaris, but it's a really cool town. It's really nice people here, loads of great boat shops, supermarkets. Kel and I might even go see a movie.
I'm taking my hand. Going to a place you've been a few times before almost feels like going home. There's no worry about where to anchor, where to put your dinghy, where to get groceries. You just know it all. We know where to get fuel, we know where to do the pump out. It's just, I don't know, it's comfortable. Okay, Turkey, I have a bone to pick with you. You have really small flies, but they bite. I'm talking like bite like the Aussie March flies bite. And they're attacking me right now. So I'm pretty much dancing at the helm here to try and get rid of them, and it's not working. Oh my god. It's about 6 p.m. and the best thing about coming at this time is most of the water sports will have stopped, and most of the pirate ship day trip boats will be back already. They come back about 4:35, and I think they play this game with all the boats in the anchorage of how close they can go to the boats in the anchorage.
Big day, Cal's on salad. I'm just finishing off some marinated pork steaks. We're going to watch the cricket. So we've decided, because the capstan's a bit dodgy, get all the way to Marmaris, make sure we're somewhere that if we need it, we've got parts and things, and we're not trying to anchor way in 20 metres with a dodgy capstan as we have been. This is a more responsible solution, and then we can head east to where things get a lot harder with confidence.
And once we're formally checked in, it's just the Turkish courtesy flag. A nice, clean, beautiful, new one, ready for Turkey.
When did we buy a new one?
I don't know, I'm just saying it's new.
No, it's Tunisia, don't put that up.
Don't put that up.
I was like, when did we buy a new one?
That's the wrong country.
Cal's not 100% sure why I'm in such a hurry to get to Marmaris. The truth will set me free. It's because that is the last of the coffee beans on board.